In today's video, I'm going to tell you guys which is the better controller between the Lite 2 and the SF30 Pro. Both controllers are made by 8bitdo. So I'm going to compare the controllers in 5 categories: price, features, comfort, battery life, and connectivity. So for the price of these two controllers, the SF30 Pro is $45 and the Lite 2 controller is $35. Now right now I'm showing you the SN30 Pro. Now the SF30 Pro came out back in 2018 and basically they had two different versions. They had like a light purple and a dark purple type of controller, as well as the multicolored controller, and now they just made a standard gray edition. So that is the same controller, but nonetheless it's still $45. So in this round, lower is better, so the Lite 2 controller wins. So when it comes to the features of these two controllers, they can pretty much do the same thing. The major difference is the SF30 Pro can be used on Windows, Mac OS, and Steam. So having a controller that can be used on multiple platforms is a major plus. So with that being said, the SF30 Pro wins this round. So next is comfort. As you can see, the SF30 Pro is bigger than the Lite 2 controller. And with that being said, it's just a better controller when it comes to playing games. The Lite 2 isn't bad, but it is small. And so when you're playing a game for like an hour or so, you can feel your hands start to cramp up. But with the SF30 Pro, you don't get that as much. I mean, it's still a small controller and it doesn't have handles like the PlayStation or the Xbox, but nonetheless, it's still a better controller than the Lite 2. So for comfort, this round goes to the SF30 Pro. When it comes to battery life, both of these controllers have 18 hours of playtime, and it takes about 1 to 2 hours for both of them to charge. So this round results with the tie. Since these controllers are both made by 8bitdo, connecting to the Switch is no problem. Playing games like Smash Bros or Mario Kart, the controllers don't lag and the connection doesn't drop. So with that being said, this round results in a tie. Now, out of all the 5 rounds, we have 2 ties, 2 wins for the SF30 Pro, and 1 win for the Lite 2. So with that being said, the SF30 Pro wins and it's the better controller between the two. So the reason why I chose these 5 categories when comparing these controllers is the fact that when you're buying a controller, you think about the price. You know, you want the controller to be affordable. When it comes to features, you want a feature that can go ahead and give you an advantage while playing the game. You of course want the comfort to be comfortable. You don't want to cramp up. You also want to make sure the battery life lasts as long as possible. And then when it comes to connection, you want the connection to be stable and you don't want it to drop while you're playing the game. So in my opinion, those 5 are the most important features that you can think about when buying a wireless controller. So I've been using the SF30 Pro since 2018. The connection still holds up, and even when playing newer video games, it doesn't lag at all. But what I love most about this controller is the 4 colors on the buttons. And every time I look at that controller, it just gives me motivation to, you know, play some video games. But overall, I just love this controller. Now personally, I don't game on Windows, Mac, or Raspberry Pi. But if anyone's looking for a cheaper option for a wireless controller, the SF30 Pro is definitely a reliable option. The Lite 2 is still a reliable controller. It just targets a different demographic. If you know you're the type of person who plays competitively or has larger hands, of course this controller may not be ideal for you. But of course for anyone who's just looking to have an extra controller that's, you know, not expensive, the Lite 2 is definitely a great option to get. So that concludes this video. If you guys have any questions or if you guys think that I missed anything when comparing these two controllers, just go ahead and leave a comment down below and I'll get in touch with you as soon as possible. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching and I'll see you guys later.